Welcome to Turnin Up the Heat with your hosts Emma Glenn and Cassidy Precht, with special guest Edison McCutcheon and cameraman / editor David Wells. Turnin Up the Heat was not filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Do you ever think we should change the name of the show? Oh wait, we're live! Welcome everyone to the first and last episode of Turning Up the Heat. I'm Cassidy Precht.
And I'm Emma Glenn. And our very special guest today is our very own Edison. Come on out, Eddie.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Medium well.
Oh,
Well, Edison, what do you think we should cook up today?
well, some knowledge, preferably in the form of an argumentative essay.
Did you not write your essay for English?
Oh, of course I did. I just, for the tips for the people out home watching right now.
No matter, we'll teach you the ways of an argumentative essay. Let's start off with the different kinds of argumentative essay. There are 3 kinds of essays. Classic, which is best used when the purpose of the argument is to persuade your reader to agree with you with your point of view. That was correct. Rogerian is an argument that is less confrontal, less confrontal way to argue, more compromising and deliberately consensual building. That doesn't make any sense. Consensus building. I'm really dumb. The Tolman argument is used when you want to reason carefully and specifically with your readers. We're going to be using classic for no reason other than it's easy.
For the purpose of our show, we're going to be talking about classical today. Let's talk about taking a side. This comes even before you start writing.
Let's say the prompt asks you to defend, challenge, or qualify the assertion that entertainment has the potential to ruin society. But we're in the entertainment business. Wouldn't we want to disagree?
Perhaps, but think of all the mixed messages we get from celebrities like Donald Trump and Kim Kardashian. Wouldn't you want to agree then?
Or perhaps you see it both ways. Some entertainment is good for the mind, I suppose. I guess, yeah. And some is negatively impacting our society and our future generations. You would want to qualify them. This is what you must do before you can even start writing. Weigh the pros and cons of each side. Do you understand?
Yes, so after I've weighed the pros and cons, what would I do from there?
Now we get to your introduction paragraph. Your introduction paragraph includes your hook, thesis, and transition.
Why are you grunting?
Because it can't see the word hook.
It's just a prank.
Face it more towards me.
So I'm just starting from your hook should make the reader.
Yes.
Your hook should make the reader engaged in the topic. One strategy is to pose a question that your essay will resolve. Whatever you do, keep it brief, and make sure that your general statement about your main idea... No, that was wrong. Your hook should make the reader engaged in the topic. One strategy is to pose a question that your essay will resolve. Whatever you do, keep it brief, and make sure that your opening hook provides a bridge to your thesis statement.
And that's your hook.
Oh, look at the time. I need to go walk my chinchilla.
No! Pierre! No! Okay, we gotta go, but we need you to finish it. You need to finish the introduction, the 3 body paragraphs, and the conclusion. Can you do it?
I think I can do it.
Have you got the cooking skills?
I've got the cooking skills!
Go! Woo! Chinchillas!
Now that we're down here in the bigger kitchen, let's get cooking for real. So, when you're crafting an essay, you gotta remember to consider your audience. You don't want to be talking to kindergartners like they're scholars or anything. They don't need that kind of recognition. How you want to be perceived, so you're not talking to a professor like he's your best friend, because he's not your friend. And third of all, the effect you want to have on the overall thing, like how to persuade them to take action, persuading them to discuss the issue further, etc., and stuff like that. You know how it goes. And the context of the issue. This can be used to support your argument, or even help you employ rhetorical strategies, like talking about why Wendy's is one of the is great after the only Wendy's in town closes down, which will try to argue why they should bring it back. Because it is the best. No denying. Which employs pathos by giving the audience a nostalgic feeling of knowing that one place they always loved. Always try to include rhetorical strategies to give your argument that extra little zest. Alright, so now that we got our audience consideration down, let's just add that to the overall mixture. Boom, there we go. Alright, so after you got that tantalizing introduction slapped in there like a greasy hog ready to go on Christmas Eve, you just gotta mix that in right there. You gotta get it good, gotta stir it deep, get it all the way around. See this? Make sure to keep it going. Yeah, keep going. Alright, so now that is mixed in, mix a little bit, you can move on to the body paragraphs. Each body paragraph contains the topic sentence grown from the thesis, followed by thorough evidence from specific examples of a side of reasoning to connect the evidence to the topic sentence and the thesis. To top it all off, you should garnish the body paragraph with a nice conclusion that restates and emphasizes the importance of your thesis. To make a nice, satisfying essay, you should at least have 3 of these, and sprinkling in a counter argument that you can address would add for a nice little bit of extra flavor. Make sure that you vary your sources, like experience, facts, etc., moments from your life, for evidence to extend your ethos. Otherwise, you might sound stupid. Now that you finished your body paragraphs, successfully I might add that stuff to the mixture, and then you gotta stir it in real good, like just extra good. You know what, you gotta get it super deep. We're good. Alright, cool. Alright, now, to finish off your argument, you should add a conclusion that summarizes the points and restates your thesis. That's the sound of it going in. And you just mix it in with your hands, get it in nice and good there. And then, just toss it around. Might even pose a few questions to further engage your audience, get them thinking. I don't know, not up to me. You're doing it at home, because you're doing it while you watch, of course, as you should. Now, there are variations on the recipe, of course. Why not? But the one we gave you includes most of the points that you'll need to make a delicious argument. Looks like we're out of time. Thanks for tuning in.